Hi, good evening. This is Dr. Sadashivam. It is extremely heartening that the officers of Dedicated Freight Corridor Corporation of India, they have taken the pains and strains to provide some additional documents in order to enhance the effectiveness of this preventive vigilance training program. Thank you all so much because I've worked with a lot of multinational companies on various training interventions. And it is customary that after a few rounds of training workshops, the senior officers look at some aspects of the training program, introspect, and they always suggest a little bit of modifications in order to ensure that we keep on improving the effectiveness of this training workshop. It's extremely heartening that the officers of DFCCIL, a Government of India undertaking, they have taken a lot of efforts, like what happens in multinational companies. Thank you so much. In fact, I've gone through some of the cred mails which carried the names of Mr. Rajiv Kumar Goel, Mr. Vinay Kumar, Mamta Guzain Madam, Rajesh Yadavji. I'm sure I've interacted with all of you in our earlier training programs, and thank you so much for providing these documents. At the outset, I went through complete documents starting from your HR manual in terms of your policies, procedures, and there was another resolution about your CVC and certain things, signed by Manjula Gautam Wala. In fact, that resolutions I have with me right here, where they have talked a lot about the government, some of the stipulations in terms of what needs to be done, etc. Let me also take that particular document. Yes, a kind of a resolution, what needs to be done. And there was another one which was sent by the Vigilance Department, focusing on the quality audit plan. That's a very, very important document from a vigilance perspective. And there was another one which provided some of the observations on the ongoing works based on the CTE CVC, which is the Chief Technical Examiner, on various issues. I think they've dealt with issues like poor finish, lead density blanking and cracks, and some of the non-conformity reports, etc. All of that usually are part and parcel of any construction activity. Some observations. There was also one document which relates to request for inspection by Larsen and Toubro. Complete details about the whistleblower mechanism has also been provided to me in terms of protection given to the whistleblowers, how supervision and monitoring of the designated authorities need to be done. And then, of course, the Whistleblowers Act, some elements of those acts have all been provided here. And of course, the seventh document was the whistleblower document from the DFCCIL, which typically talks about your chapter 6.1, covering part 1 and part 2, which typically talks about the definition of whistleblower from the DFCCIL perspective, and then, of course, the protection given to these whistleblowers. Well, these are extremely important documents, important information that needs to be shared with respect to this preventive vigilance program. So in tomorrow's program, what we're planning to do is there are some aspects of which are information dissemination. So of course, that does not require the trainer to provide full-fledged explanations on that. So what we are thinking of doing, because wherever information dissemination is required, so what we normally do is to send the documents to the participants one day in advance so that they can go through those documents themselves, come prepared. Normally, our experience in conducting these kind of training programs in the past has been, of course, it also holds good for various government undertakings. Everybody, for example, let me take this example of HR manual. Everybody is aware of this HR manual, but probably just, during the induction and orientation, employees go through some tidbits of information here and there, but largely after guys get on to their jobs, and normally nobody has the time to go through all this. So from a training perspective, what I would say is The dissemination of that information is important. The objective is people should revise some of these from a vigilance perspective. And for that, I think the best method of training would be to send these documents to participants well in advance so that they go through that. And on the next day, just to ensure that people come to speed on that, we will be conducting a quiz program as we have always been doing, with an objective to involve the participants. Now, our experience in the past has been that some people may not have the time to go through it. It's not their mistake because people are bogged down with too many activities. Being in the Freight Corridor project, the speed at which things are taking place. We also hear the news where sometimes even the Prime Minister talks about what is being done on the infrastructure and how much people are working towards it, how many kilometers of roads are being laid, how many kilometers of railroads are laid. So we understand that's a very, very important project in the interest of the country. And I'm so proud to be facilitating this training program for the engineers and the managers and the great leaders who are making all that happen in the larger interest of the government of India for our Bharat Mata. So that way, I'm so proud to be facilitating this training program. So once again, coming back to the subject, considering the kind of pressure each of these managers are going through, it's quite possible some people may not go through the complete document. This is a practical reality, not just here. We have seen that happening in all programs. But as a trainer, what we normally do is we revise certain aspects of that. We ask some questions to the participants, and as we conduct that quiz and people answering that question, so anybody who is part of the training program also learns from it. I won't say learned. Broadly, it's about updating themselves, keeping themselves abreast of what is happening. So this way, some learning takes place, which is ultimately the objective of any training workshop, right? So this is what I have in mind. And out of these 7 things, starting from your HR manual, your resolution. Of course, that's an old resolution, but generally resolutions do not change at all in terms of what is CVC, what is the employee's responsibility, employer's responsibility, and all that. And then your QAP, your observations from a preventive vigilance, and then your RFI, inspection reports, whistleblowers, etc., etc. We will introduce all this in the respective places. Of course, we have specific topics. In the training program, which is a 4-day training program, we have already provided another video in terms of what we would be covering. And each of these elements will be covered in the respective places. And I will do my level best to ensure that the training program is a great success, is facilitated with 100% quality, keeping all this in mind. And I really thank the officers of DFCCIL, our Mamta Guzain Madam, our Vinay Kumarji, Rajiv Kumarji, and Rajesh Yadavji. Of course, he had some, provided us a lot of case studies also in the past when we were in the discussion stage, when we were creating content for this training program. And of course, Nimesh has done a great job in terms of coordinating the entire activities, and Kritik Shah, who has been in touch with me, as a bridge between DFCCIL and the trainer, that is me, Dr. Sadashivam. And in fact, I was looking forward for that meeting in the morning between 10:30 and 11 o'clock. But I was told the officers was busy. I can understand the situation, not an issue. I've really, I have some idea of what you guys want from this training program in terms of these additional documents. Not to worry at all. Tomorrow, I will keep your, points in mind and try to cover a bit of it. But the subject is too huge. So whatever is best possible, we will do that. Thank you very much. And I hope after this program for Ajmer, which is starting tomorrow, maybe after this, if the officers, Rajivji, Mamta, our Vinayji and Rajesh Yadavji, I would seriously recommend that after this program is over, maybe next week or week after next, at least before we start the next round of training sessions, it will be great if we can, come for a while, 5-10 minutes, chat amongst ourselves, because it's long since we had interacted. And I also want to know from you what is the feedback from the participants, and what is it that I as a trainer can do in order to improve the quality of this training. Thank you very much, and best wishes to all of you. Jai Hind, Bharat Mata Ki Jai.